All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Let's get right back to the phone lines. We got Joe out in Penn Hills. What's up, Joe?
All right.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Hey, I was just thinking, you believe that maybe in late July that there's any chance that the Pirates are doing anything?
Yeah, I don't know about the Pirates. I know the Pirates always get you fired up, Paul, that's for sure.
No, I'm a peaceful place.
Corey
there.
Dickerson.
Look, it took
35 home runs.
It took them signing 7 different left fielders before they finally got one that is actually a varsity player. So
and they didn't have to spend extra
money. You should
money
be happy. You should be happy.
Yeah, let's go.
So it should be a happy week for Pirate fans.
Speaking of a Pirates fan, Thomas out in Fox Chapel. What's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just wanted your thoughts and opinion. Could Lance Lynn land for the Pirates in the starting rotation?
No question he could be in the starting rotation. I'd love to see the Pirates go out and get a guy like Lance Lynn. Would they pay a guy like that? I haven't seen his name linked to the Pirates at all. Haven't heard anything from the Pirates. I mean, I think that ship has sailed.
It's clear when you listen to Neil Huntington, they think their young pitching staff.
Which I think is a bad decision.
I mean, they think their young pitching staff is ready. They want to have spots open for those guys. So, no, I would be shocked if they signed somebody like Lance Lynn.
All right, let's go out to, we're going to go out to Greg out in Shaler. What's up, Greg?
Rich and Paul, how are you tonight?
Good, thanks for calling.
All right, just to switch things up a little bit.
Go ahead.
I was reading an article recently in Forbes magazine.
Okay.
Now, I've heard you say time and time again you refer to Sidney Crosby as the face of the NHL. Forbes magazine says he is not marketable. The only 3 hockey players I see making commercials are Patrick Kane, Connor McDavid, and Alex Ovechkin. Why can't Crosby be commercials? Can you explain that? Thank you.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's his decision. I definitely think he's the face of the franchise, face of the NHL. There's no question. He's the most popular person in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that Kane has obviously going for him is he's an American, one, which you know, he's an American superstar, and 2, he was, you know, an Olympic hero or whatever for, even though they won the silver or whatever, but he was an Olympic guy that a lot of people, you know, can relate to being in red, white, and blue. I mean, Crosby might not want to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ovechkin, definitely Crosby's more marketable than Ovechkin. Maybe not.
Well, it depends.
McDavid.
You know, it depends on. Well, describe marketable. You know.
Well, just because he can speak English.
Well, again,
better.
Right, but that's part of probably the charm of Ovechkin.
Of Ovechkin,
you know,
maybe.
Crosby is is kind of a humble guy.
Yeah.
You know, Ovechkin is. I don't. He's sort of got that. When you're looking for a marketable person.
Yeah,
you're looking for a personality. You're looking for somebody who wants to be in the limelight, and that's Ovechkin. You know, it's that argument of style versus substance. You know, and that's not to say that Ovechkin doesn't have some substance.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of style to him. You know, and that's when you're looking to market. So that's how you know that. But I would be willing to bet that some of it is Crosby's doing.
Yeah, that's what I would think so too. Let's go out to Dave in Monaco. What's up, Dave?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Good, thanks for calling.
Hey, I got 2 questions. One,
make them quick.
Do you think the Pirates' recent trade in regarding cash has been throwing off the Major League investigation with the Players Union? And 2, where does Bob Nutting rank in regards to wealth compared to other owners of Major League Baseball?
Hey, I'll let you answer that. I mean, that investigation is over. That was
it
was
the Players Association, and I think what is he, like 10th?
I was going to say
11th,
8th,
somewhere in that neighborhood. He's among the
rich.
richest owners. Yeah, he's very rich.
And he doesn't treat it as a hobby. He treats it as a business. And I think when you're a professional sports franchise owner, you have to be willing to take a loss, break even. You got money
try and win
else.
from time to time.
All right, well, we got to take a break. Back in a couple minutes to wrap things up. Stay right there.